My name is Alma Rojas. I am a marriage and family therapist who specializes in trauma, and the name of my practice is Soul Wellness Society. So the moment that I felt called to focus on trauma healing for me was about 7, almost 8 years ago. I went through a traumatic experience, and in that, it was an interesting dynamic because I was a ministry leader and I was serving the Lord faithfully, and I'd been serving the Lord for about 15 years at that time. And when that happened to me, it was like a dark night of the soul. And I was still attending church, still doing all the Christian things, but I was stuck in this cycle of all of these different things happening in my body and my mind. And it was at that time that I learned that one of our pastors actually was trained as a therapist. And she was the one who guided me through that traumatic experience and through a journey of healing. And it was the fact that she was trauma informed, and she didn't separate my faith from the psychology of what trauma does to you, spirit, soul, and body. And it was at that point that I said, this is something that I want to provide for others, because I knew that I couldn't be the only person in church or practicing their faith that was struggling through a traumatic experience. There aren't very many therapists who bring faith-based principles and more than spirituality, I say Christianity, into their practice. And some of them have issues integrating Christian truths with psychological truths. And I felt the burden and the call to make that accessible, not just to people who needed therapy, but also to pastors and leaders who need to know what it's like to be trauma informed and still function in their role as pastoral leaders or faith-based leaders. And so for me, it was the gap, what was missing, that led me really to pursue the call that I felt on my heart.